Hi, this is Emraan Hashmi.
Hello, this is me, Humaima Malick.
And you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.
Okay, now Emraan, your last few films, like say for example like Ghanchakkar and Daayan, you got a good critical response, but they didn't such work well at as far as the commercial is concerned. Even the music for that matter, it was not what like Emraan Hashmi. It was there in Shanghai. Yes. The entire, I think the music worked very well in that. So now, what is your game plan like in terms of that? Will you just balance out the entire the critical and the commercial?
I would also ask the trade and play and ask them that you got to be liberal with things like this, because if you understand there is a commercial film, there is, for example, I'll give you two different opposing films of the kind of films that they are. And this is because India is, has different kind of audiences in this one nation. There is the affluent, there is the niche multiplex, there's the multiplex, there's the single screens, right? So you as an actor, as a creative person, have to pitch your film to each and every one of them. Okay. Hopefully some films are picked up by everyone. Some films are only for a certain section of the audience. But either ways, it's not really keeping that in mind. It's also the subject, the narrative of the film. If I like a narrative, I'm not going to think that, okay, it's only pitched to this, I won't do it. Yeah, it drives me, it sparks, somewhere, and I want to do that film. So, Ek Thi Daayan was a niche multiplex film. It was an experimental horror film.
Right.
Raj 3 was an out-and-out massy horror film. That's why there's a difference in the business of the two films.
Right.
Now, what I do for a film like Ek Thi Daayan is I take a pay cut because I want to do the film. But people don't see that. And then it does probably 1/3 the business, and people say that this is not done as well. But they don't see the behind the scenes, and it made money for the producers. Ghanchakkar made money. But yes, if you compare our last film of mine with theirs, Dirty Picture, it didn't rake that much money because you fail to understand that Dirty Picture had a lot of different elements in it. It had the sex, it had the songs, it had the popular music, it had intimacy, it had popular dialogues. Ghanchakkar didn't have that. I mean, through half the film I'm getting slapped around by people, I'm not even hitting anyone in the film. And he doesn't take the money also in the end. Right? So how do you expect a film like that to have that kind of range? But I wanted to do that because it was a radical film. But this film has, and I'm speaking from a place of great strength because I saw this film. It is phenomenal. Raja Natwarlal is as commercial as it gets.
But Saab said on Coffee with Karan that all the BMW and the penthouse that you've got is because of those sort of movies. So who's right now? Finally, Emraan Hashmi. We've talked about it a lot actually.
Yeah.
But Saab is right or Emraan Hashmi is right? Your conviction in choosing the sort of film that you did? Or Bhatt Saab's conviction? He's very excited about Mr. X. Mr. X is going to break this and this.
Mr. X does commercial.
He's very, because that's his film as well.
Yeah, it's not also that, but also because it's again got all the commercial trappings like Raja Natwarlal has. But like you need the houses and the money and the moolah and the whatever, the cars, you got to do a film like Raja Natwarlal. If you want to sleep peacefully at night sometimes, you got to do a Shanghai and look yourself in the mirror and say that, I like you as an actor. You're good. So it's very important to kind of do a bit of both worlds, and not many actors will do that. I think 90% of the actors just chase a number on box office, which I find repulsive. I like being a bit self-destructive as far as
you'll balance it out. That's what you're saying.
Balance it out. Yeah.
This is Srishti from Mumbai. How difficult was it to shoot for two movies while Ayaan was getting treated in Canada?
It was very difficult. The worst thing and the most difficult part was leaving my son when he was getting treated and come back and shoot here for two films.
Right.
While he was getting treated for almost 3 to 4 months. So I took the flight back and I was shooting here for 3 months. So that was tough. Because I would want to be there for the treatment, right? For almost 3 to 4 months.
Right.
And then that was tough because after that, obviously, once it's over, then you go back and there was still a month's treatment left. But yeah, it was pretty tough. It was probably the toughest time I faced in my life.
No, absolutely. In fact, Bhatt Saab has a lot of that. It has changed you, and
it does change you. When you see something this closely, it's a new kind of normal in your life. But that normal is better than the old normal. It's a lot of resilience, it's a lot of strength, it's a lot of courage, and everything in life seems a bit muted after you face something this.
No, absolutely. This is Imranian once again from Rajkot. Your favorite film of Emraan Hashmi? Emmy.
Jannat 1. I really liked it.
Director is common as well?
Yeah, director. Yeah, Kunal Deshmukh's Jannat actually. But I really liked Jannat. Jannat 2 I didn't like much, though I went to the cinema to watch Jannat 2. But Jannat 1 I watched home and it was brilliant. It was really nice film.